Hey, what's up? It's Avery. Today's Sunday. I'm back 1 week later. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I'm here today with a topic on my mind that's been there for a minute now. By minute, I mean since I started transitioning. Which is that I don't hate my dead name. And that's weird. It's weird. It's typical for a trans person to not like it. It's called a dead name for a reason, and it brings up bad memories, you know, a person you didn't like. And I think about why I feel this way, why I'm comfortable saying Rachel, and thinking about who I was and who that person was. And it just reminds me of how, when I realized that I was trans, which wasn't until the end of my freshman year of college. Once it hit me, it was not long at all until I cut my hair off, got top surgery, started T, changed everything about me. It happened in a short amount of time, which I've talked about before, was terrifying, but I knew it was right, because it felt right. But the reason why it took me so long to discover my trans identity was because I just never gave myself the time to think about myself when I was in high school. There was a lot going on. I was just, striving to get good grades, striving to be the angel kid that my parents wanted. In the middle of dealing with my parents' divorce, which was very, very messy and difficult for everyone. And I was also coming to terms with my sexuality, being attracted to women as a woman. That was just hard itself, so, I didn't even know what trans was. I don't even know what being trans meant, so it just wasn't even an option for me. So it's like I didn't even have the time to not like my name because I didn't know that it was wrong. And I also didn't think Rachel was like a very feminine name, I loved it especially because it was from the Torah. And I love that I'm Jewish. And I also have a really good friend, and her name's Rachel, and we would always make, jokes with each other having the same name. And I had another friend whose name was Rachel, it was a cool name to have. So now, when I think back of who I used to be before I transitioned, I don't think of negativity. I think of a lot of the good times that I had, and I think of all of the amazing friends and my amazing family and all the stuff that I was able to do and the trips I was able to go on, and I'm thankful. I feel like I'm at a point right now where I'm so disconnected from who I used to be, but in a good way. I'm so different. I've grown so much that I don't feel like a negative emotional connection to Rachel and her. I feel so disconnected that she's like another person. I talk about her my friend who helped me out. She helped me get here, and she's pretty cool for doing that. And also, I was lucky to be able to have an environment where I felt comfortable enough to socially transition. So, when I started realizing that I wasn't cis, it wasn't long before I changed my name to fit who I was and who I felt more comfortable being. So I didn't have to spend years or even months knowing that I was trans and I wasn't who I was supposed to be, but being closeted and having to still be Rachel. I didn't have to spend a lot of time building bad memories with that name because I was able to change it so quickly. I guess I'm curious to know if anyone shares these feelings with me, and I'm sure someone does. I've just never met them. Yeah. Alright. That's it for today. I'll catch y'all next week.